Okay. Elevations to everyone in the collective. Hopefully, y'all are having an amazing Mercury day. Happy Mercury, aka Wednesday. Today is the day of Mercury. So, communication. Thank you to all those that watch, view, share, subscribe. We're still working on the heights. That's neither here nor there. But any way that you like, share, support the channel, the messages, I greatly, greatly appreciate it and ask that y'all continue to do such. As you see from the title, y'all be sure to check the community tabs in the description boxes. Thank you to all those that have been using the payment link for YouTube donations, for the channel, for the optimization of the channel, and for all those inquiries for personal readings. I noticed that a lot of people, quite a bit of people did not give me a response once I told them the rules of my personal readings, and that's okay. I just like to let people know ahead of time that I will not do a reading for you. And if you notice something weird in my mouth, that's why I didn't record yesterday. I went and had dental work done yesterday, y'all. So, yeah, it wasn't no need for me to get on here. My mouth was all big, fat, and swollen. I had several things done yesterday. I'm going back for bridges soon. So, yeah, that's why y'all didn't see me yesterday. But for now, you know, I got gauze a couple of places in my mouth. So bear with me if I have a little slobber or speech. You know, just bear with me, as today is the day of communication. I pray that it is of divine nature, the communication. But we may talk about the light and dark side of communication, the ups and downs, ebbs and flows of communication. As you come into the live chat, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, likes, double tap the screen, all variations of such, supers, everything is greatly appreciated. I ask that y'all continue to do such. It means a lot to me, like a lot. Y'all don't even know. But if you want to know, it means a lot, like super duper, okay? And I can't make that up. I'm not being theatric with that. You know, like, so with the communication is quite interesting because that's been a thing that has been the focal point for the past 2 days for me. Yeah, like I really be going through it over here. Like, you know, I'll be amazed at myself, honestly. And not to sound selfish or try to make a reading about me, but all the readings, even if they are collective readings, they are about me. I learned something from them. They give me an aspect or insight into a level that I did not see before. Be mindful that the messages, they don't come from me. They come straight from the divine as a conduit, a medium, as well as a channeler of the messages. You know, these aren't my messages. They belong strictly to the divine. I am just the vessel and the voice, the mouth that they use for these messages to be delivered to those of you in the collective. With that being said, when the messages come out, I'll be shocked and amazed myself at the information, the dialogue, the stuff that comes out that is even helpful to me. With that being said, like, these past few days have been really trying. And again, supers and donations, my Cash App, Venmo, as well as my Square website is in the description box, as well as any other forms or methods that y'all would like to donate aside from the super chats, okay? So yeah, please consider reaching out for personal readings. We can definitely cater the readings to your budget, to fit your budget. And I will not go any further than what you ask of me, okay? All I ask is that people are aware before they approach me is that I will not do a reading for you on anyone else. And that's just my preference. That is my policy, okay? I'm just respectful of other people's energies. When I do collective readings here, I tap into the dominant energy, okay? So it's not like I'm imposing or trespassing on other people's energy. If people are out there attacking y'all collective, then that's the dominant energy as we know it is. And it's the full moon along with the Lion's Gate. I think this moon is called It's called something else. This moon is called something starts with a C. I just was reading up on that yesterday because, of course, even when I'm not on the channel giving out messages, y'all, I'm still researching, okay? I'm still researching. So I never take a day to not be productive. I never, sleep does not, it really is not a priority, but they make me sleep. So, yeah, I slept quite a bit yesterday, and then I was up all last night, and I was like, maybe I should do a reading. Maybe I shouldn't. Anyways, with that being said, one of my biggest challenges with it being Mercury and Mercury representing communication, okay? Communication exchanges, verbalization. One of my biggest challenges for me, collective, why I have endured so much suffering is communication, okay? I would just warn and warrant people. And they know who they are, not you, collective, but they know who they are. People are going to wish that they didn't talk about me the way that they have and cause me such a negative adverse effect in my entire life. They're going to wish that they had. And so for the past 2 days, these are things that have been being addressed amongst myself, my children, when it comes to our family. Okay. And this family of mine, whatever they are going to wish that they watched what they said about me. The fact that I communicate with none of these people know me. My own mother does not know me. My own mother does not know me. Let that be known. Some of y'all have really crappy relationships with your parents. Cool. My mother does not know me. She did not raise me. Nor does my father, nor does anyone else on my mom's side or dad's side of the family. They do not know me. And their terrible communication concerning me and what it has done to me to put me further in insufferable conditions. It's like it wasn't enough that I went through that as a child, right? They had to make sure that they made my suffering spill over or bubble over into my adulthood life. Even when I don't ask for help, even when I don't beg, when I don't talk to them, communicate with them, they made sure that they made my suffering extensive. Okay. So with that being said, every last one of them, if you are a family member, a fake friend, an ex watching from a fake account, you will wish and you will regret the day that my name came out of your mouth in a negative connotation. I promise you that. And I am going to do it divinely, under divine righteousness and karmic justice. And then I'm going to do it under legal proceedings. Just let that be known. Watch your mouth about me. But since I keep suffering and people think that, it's like the girl just want to live her life. She just wants to raise her children. Like growing up, nobody taught me, no one taught me basic hygiene skills. No one taught me basic intelligence skills, learning skills, cooking skills. No one taught me basic self-preservation skills. No one taught me life skills, basic. No one taught me any basic fundamental in my life. No one. Okay? No one taught me how to be a parent, let alone a good parent. So all your girl has ever done in her life is work hard and strive towards being. And the only thing that I had to go off of, bro, you know what they did teach me? Survival skills. And the only reason why I know that is because I had to survive these people. I'm gonna let that be known. I had to survive these people. If y'all know how big my family is on both sides, there is no reason why. But I had to learn how to survive these people. Let that be known. And I'm not going to be quiet about it. I'm going to keep talking about it because it's going to be known. And y'all know, if you don't know, I'm very transparent on this channel. And what I talk about is very uncomfortable a lot of the times. But these are things that need to be addressed because they keep affecting my life. Accountability, heck yeah. I made plenty of mistakes that is not any of their fault. But when they use those mistakes and use that as the focal point or highlight of all their gossip, I'm going to say gossip, not taking into consideration or factoring in the fact, look at what y'all have or have not been to me, right? So with that being said, all I've ever tried to do is really earn my way in life, earn my keep, work hard to be what I need to be for myself, for my children, for the Most High, and for the collective, right? I want to always, even as a kid, doesn't matter how I grew up or who I grew up around, and they are some pretty low vibrational demonic people. And I'm going to tell you that right now. And I will not stop saying it. I will not stop saying it. But the only thing that I had to go off of was, okay, I know survival skills. I know how these people move and maneuver. And they show me everything not to do. So I'm going to do the opposite. Whatever they've done, I'm going to do the opposite of that. And at least I have to go off of that. That's all I had. So, of course, I'm going to make plenty of errors, plenty of mistakes, y'all. Plenty of them, right? Plenty of them. And I accept accountability. I made those mistakes. I probably hurt and harmed people, but not to the extent of what these people have done to me. And I've taken full accountability and acceptance of what it is when I was a negative and low vibrational person in other people's lives. But for these people, these families, they do not know me, bro. They do not know me. They do not know me. They do not know me at all. These people aren't around enough. They don't speak to me enough. They haven't clapped for me. They haven't shown up for me in any way, shape, or form. These people do not know me. And the fact that my life has been so affected by people that do not know me in the name of that your family or so-called blood, but because my life has been affected so badly, so negatively, so much where, bro, I have suffered all my life by people who do not know me. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's a bet. That's a bet. Somebody's house is getting repossessed. A sheriff or something may have went and put like a padlock on somebody's house recently, or that's coming up with the chariot. Then somebody could be getting a boot on their car as well, because I seen the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Wands, and the chariot. Yeah, somebody could be getting a new car while somebody else is getting a boot on their car, or somebody is getting the boot out of a house and from a car. Hell, for all I know, the car is probably in your name, collective. Y'all know how these people do. And the most wicked part about these families of mine is they all try to act like they hate each other, like they despise each other. Greatest game and tool of the devil and demons that work together. Greatest tools, okay? They try to act like that they don't fuck with each other, that they don't like each other. But in the meantime, they're all a part of the shit. Make no doubt. You know those family members that can't seem to stand each other. Oh, they be behind the scenes working against you and orchestrating things in your life to cause you more suffering. And I'm sick of it. And so this past 2 days, bro, there is no reason why. There's no reason why. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So I have been using the mercurial energy here of the retrograde. Now I think that we're more so in Mercury is direct, and today is Wednesday, and today is also known as the day of Mercury. Plus we have this full moon. It is very significant. Plus Lionsgate. So the energy is big, and I'm using it to communicate and voice my opinions and my concerns. Because if I'm not fooling with y'all, why are y'all affecting my life so much? Why? It's like, oh, well, she doesn't talk to anybody. I'm protecting myself. I suffer every day of what I don't say, right? I suffer every day. I hold it all in because honestly, who I'm gonna talk to besides y'all, collective? You think any of these family members that steady talk about me and have my name in my... I got an aunt that called my daughters bums. You call my daughters bums, you bitch. You don't even fucking know us. I didn't let a motherfucker know yesterday what the fuck my 17 and 19-year-old daughter got going on. Those are babies. In my eyes, even if I go off on them, y'all see me talking crazy to them. Me and that Aries, we gonna get into it. We gonna clash. We're both fire signs, right? It don't matter. You ain't gonna never come up against mine. Don't ever think that you can. Don't ever think that I'm not going to back up mine and go to bat and gun for mine. So it don't matter what's going on. An adult of your age should not be asking me, is their mother, what they got going on in their life. That's none of your fucking business, bitch. And that's just the bottom fucking line. It's none of y'all fucking business. Do y'all help them? No. Do you do stuff for them? why the fuck is that any of your business? And it's like, well, y'all don't talk to us. Why would we? Who I'm gonna talk to in the family if you already think based off of what 1, 2, 3 other family members said to keep up their lie and make themselves look good so they don't have to feel bad about the suffering that they put me through? Like, if they've already been in all y'all fucking ear, why would I bother talking to people who've already made up in their mind of who I am? You ain't asked me. You didn't come to me. And that goes for everybody, not just family, friends, exes, whoever told you something about me to make you want to compete with me, come after me, go after me, throw magic at me, try to ruin my life. You fucked. I'm letting you know that right now, because where people, grown people, you big ass grown people out here in this collective, y'all karmic ass people, family, friends, everybody included, your pastors, your preacher, everything, where y'all always fuck up. As old as y'all are, you never go to the person who is being spoke on before you take an action. And I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. So today, Mercury Day, Divine, allow me to communicate in the way that not only that, where my passions are not high, allow me to keep, and then be mindful. When I finally do, I suffer every day by not being able to talk to anybody and even set the record straight, right? This is my platform. This is what I'm able to do here. This is the only safe space that I have. You know that? Not here, not this house, not that house over there, my mom's house that I'm trying so hard to move out of, but they've been trying to keep, this like these people trying to keep me captive here, bro. And keep me captive here. Not any of these spaces are my safe space. This platform is my safe space. It's the only place I have that's safe for me. You hear me? That's why I be telling people when you come on this channel, like, please be respectful. I will disrespect you, bitch. This is my only safe space. If you come over here on my channel with that shit, hey, one day might just be your day. And sometimes it's every day for me. Sometimes it's every day for me. Because I don't come in your fucking safe space and smack you in the face and talk shit to you and make you feel like, nope, not even this place can be safe for you. Nowhere else. Not a police station, not a court office, not a house, not a home, not a family structure, not a family dynamic, not a store, not a place that you go, that you walk, that you work, that you go to school for. None of those places can ever be safe for you. But this I created myself. Blood, sweat, and tears, agony, pain, happiness, and joy. Divinely guided. If you think you're going to come over here and make this an unsafe space for me, baby, you better find you something else to do. I can be your problem. I can be your headache. Or I can be your saving grace, because I got a lot of gems, a lot of information to drop, and I still am not a negative impact on this world. That's what makes me different. You mad? Go find yourself. You know, and so I'm letting you know, and all I ask is for people to respect my channel. I give out these messages. Being transparent is not easy. Go out there and see how many people out here in this world are being as transparent as I am. And this is no competition. This is no comparison. Go see how many people are out here actively being as transparent as I have been on this channel. Okay? Even the ugly sides of me, the negative shit, the low vibration, the shortcomings, the flaws of everything. I show y'all all that. I share all my heinous stories, all the pain, the torture, the torment. I share what I've done wrong too. And I just want to see how many people are going to provide that to the collective, because for me, that is a big part of me being of service here. The divine messages come because then y'all can know, shit, that girl don't have nothing to hide, and I don't mind telling the truth about me, about you, about nobody, God damn it. Because if people want to talk about me, now I'm going to tell everything that happened, my part, your part, all of our parts. So I have really got a problem with the fact that people keep trying to insert themselves in my life that don't know me, and you insert yourself in a negative manner, and it's affecting me and it's affecting my kids, and I'm sick of it because they don't have the right. Nobody has the right. Nobody is God in my life. Go sit down in a corner and find yourself. Okay? Go sit down in the corner and find yourself. Because that's what I'm doing. No guidance. No basic fundamentals. No start. No, this is what you do. This is what you don't. I don't know any. I didn't know any of that. I am winging it, and we are rolling with punches and moving forward, bro. And I'm telling you, these facts yesterday, baby, I done fucking had it with these folks, these family. Keep my name out your mouth, bro. I promise you, not only would they wish they had them, they are going to regret everything that they said about me. And then when I go to voice everything that I bottle in, that I can't, that they make it known that your opinion, even of your own life, your facts of your own life, we don't respect it. We don't care because we already have been told A, B, C, and D about you. You've been told by who? You've been people that I don't speak to that don't know me. Y'all been told by people who I don't even fucking fuck with about me. And then you invalidate what it is that I know about myself. And then when I finally snap, I'm crazy, I got a mental disorder. If you grew up in the family that I did, maybe you'll be lucky to just have a mental disorder. You hear me? You'll be lucky to just have that. That'll be a saving grace for you to just come out mentally unstable a little bit. You know? Divine, help me come back to a place of stability, balance, equilibrium, centeredness. Allow me to give the collective the messages that need to be given, untainted by my own thoughts and feelings and what my own experiences, but only as divine would allow them to be given for those that are open to receive the messages, as well as myself. There's always gems in the message I deliver to y'all collective. Gems for me, gems for y'all. It just depends on who wants to receive it and what you do with the information. Protect me from all energy manipulation and energy work. Any hexes, curses, spells, witchcraft, voodoo, evil eye, santeria, something like that, gree, cree, or crew, and or crew, necromancy, occult magic, knowledge, mysticism, wisdom, and scientific magic that is done, and any type of other energy weapons that are thrown or used against me or those in my collective, including my children, and that includes all the energy in this space that I embody and that surrounds me, Ashe. Clear my mind, body, soul, and spirit at this time. Allow me to be of mind, sound mind, body, soul, and spirit here in the present moment, in the energy of love and high abundant gratitude. Ashe. Remove everything from me that ails me that would affect this energy, this energetic message at this time. Allow me to tap into the vibration and frequencies of the highest aspects that are needed to give out this message. Ashe. Ashe. I got cedar in the mail today, y'all. I was waiting on this. I love cedar. So don't mind my lighters, y'all. I break every single lighter, and it's like divine, like, yeah, because you don't need them. We don't want you smoking. So, bro, I gotta do this. It's so freaking ghetto. It's like it is what it is, you know? There are consequences for speaking on people's names in a negative manner. If people did not help me get to where I am, they should just shut up about me. They should never have anything. I should never even come up in people's conversation. People gonna learn, they finna learn a thing or two about me though. See, because where people whatever they say about me is just hearsay. I got black and white, actual factuals and evidence here. And I warn people. I've been warning people for a couple years now, for quite some time, about how they affect my life, my children's life, me being able to provide for them, about what they say about me. I warned them. There are no more warnings now. And the fact that people trying to gang up on me, I don't take that very lightly. I don't take that very lightly. That's a terroristic group. You want to know what type of charges you can file on people? Terroristic threatening, terroristic groups. And not you want to know what coats and covens are? You want to be able to take people to court? Have charges brought against them as terroristic groups, because this is what they are. They are terrorists. And I'm saying that so this video can get pinged so a government official can look into it. Because you say words like that. They got satellites, all this type of technology that hones in on your videos, your phone calls. You say any type of words, like anything. So these people that come together to talk about you, to attack you, to gang up on you, to attack your life, they are terrorist groups. And I am calling for righteous and divine judgment of the highest kind, of the Most High God source, as well as the Divine Mother, which I ashe at this time, as well as my highest self, ashe. I call righteous and divine judgment under the supreme and divine council, rules, laws, principles, and guidance. Ultimately, universally, cosmically, primordially, divinely, spiritually, physically. Ashe. I don't warn these folks. I don't warn them. I don't warn them. I don't warn them. I don't warn them all. I don't warn them all. Cedar is kind of hard to burn or stay lit. You really gotta, and I don't have, my torch lighter doesn't have any butane in it, y'all. So, but I love how cedar smells. It's first before sage. Nah, they go hand in hand, y'all. Freaking A, this, like, I was glad to get the work done on my mouth, so that way it does not become a problem while I'm not even going to say while I'm doing what, because we know people be watching fake accounts, fake names, fake pictures. Child. And that's why I noticed that my throat chakra, it has really been crazy, because they want me to shut up. I will not. Remember, everything that they do, I do the opposite of it. So they want me to shut up. I keep talking. I talk even more. They see where they went wrong is they tried to make my kids shut up. They tried to shut my kids down, the ones that are old enough to know better. They talking. No. I don't have any protection. I don't have any backup. I don't have any protection when it comes to family in the physical realm. This family that so-called knows me so well, that keeps causing problems in my life. I have divine protection. I know that much. And why is it always the elders? It's not always the elders, but and this is no shade to nobody in their 50s and 60s out there in my collective, but y'all generation is shit. They have been the biggest problem. If I ever need to look back on anything, those people that call themselves adults, they be like, respect your elders. Go sit at the kids' Thanksgiving table. I'm sick of y'all, because it's those ones. They have been have had the worst impact on the bloodline. Those that's born in the 50s, 60s, some early 70s, worst impact. It's like y'all children. In my generation, 80s baby, maybe even later, whatever. We didn't I don't know about y'all, but just going off of what somebody said about somebody, it's like, that's cool. That's what you want to do. That's your prerogative. But then to go and repeat that to other people, and these are people born in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, you know what I mean? 40s and 50s, they still alive. They may still be, some of them evil as hell. They live past a certain old ass age and stuff. The real evil ones, they never die early. I mean, it's not that I'm hoping that on them. I'm just saying, but it's those generations right there. They have been the worst, had the worst impact when it comes to karmic generational curses. They have been the worst. And them be the ones gossiping the most. It's like, do you know me? Do you know me? Do you speak to me? No, do you know anything about me? Not what you heard. Do you know anything about me? If I ever stand in front of any of them and I say, forget everything that you've been told about me. What do you personally know about me? I bet you'll be crickets. Because I make sure that I keep away from this family because they showed me how wicked that they were when I was young. And I did not want to be so heavily impacted by what they are and who they are. While I was around them, I had no choice. But I just learned, I took notes, mental notes, physical notes, and said, don't be like them. Do everything opposite. They are the problem. We here today where that is just the case. There's no denying it. A million, 1,000 of them can get on a phone and they can all think that they're going to gang up on me. Nah. One thing I will say, I'm proud of my children, even if I get into it with them. Are they standing up for their mama? Because they know better and they see, you know. So with that being said, I just know people finna wish. They're about to wish. Can't even get a ride to the store. I'm gonna get off alive and I'm gonna walk up to the store. Probably 100 degrees outside, but it's all good. Family, don't you love them? It's not their responsibility to take me to the store, but watch them be like, yeah, I seen Shay walking down the street, child. Like she ain't got no car yet. She ain't got another vehicle yet. Just wait on it. I done had plenty before I get it again. But they'll do that shit. Like, no, they can't take me. No, they here they come. Motherfuckers don't show up at all, or they show up 5, 6, 7 hours later. I need to get to the store. Like now, I can wait an hour. That's cool. I'm on your time. It's your vehicle. And then I'm like, fuck it. I take matters into my own hands. I'm really not a codependent type of person. I don't like how that makes me feel with this family. I don't feel safe enough to be codependent on them. I don't feel safe with these people. I've never felt safe with these people. Physically, sexually, mentally, spiritually. I've never felt safe with them. Okay? So me being codependent on those type of people, it's crazy work to me, bro. That's just like, I might as well sign a death sentence. It's like that, you know? So with that being said, this card stuck out here. Karmics. It's in the reverse. It says third parties, haters, but it also says lessons learned in the reverse. I feel like a lot of us in our generations, even if you're in your 50s, 60s, whatever, okay? I feel like a lot of us, if you found my channel, it's because you've learned your lessons, you've cleared generational curses, or you're learning them, you're clearing them at this time, okay? And yeah, with the river crossing and the forest here, you're clearing a path here. You're going through it and you have to do it invisible, okay? You had to do it invisible with the cloak, the invisibility cloak. You had to cross these paths, forge these paths that have never been forged by people that are older than you, same age as you here. And they continue it. It's like they continue it on. It's like, just say, if y'all took money from some type of shadow agency, because I showed seen a shadow figure, if y'all took money from these people to make sure that collective never cleared generational curses, just say that. Just say that. You know? Trying to keep you from being seen, trying to keep your accomplishments, your successes and accolades like under wraps as much as possible by lying on you. There's an act for that. Literally, there is an act for that. Then when I say, no, I'm going to just disconnect from y'all. I'm going to don't worry, collective. I'm not about to say too much, but it's right there. Don't even worry about it. And when that comes, I want restraining orders against every last one of them. I don't care how nobody feel. I want restraining orders against my mother, every fucking body, everyone. I want restraining orders. And ain't nobody going to be able to coax me. I don't care how you feel if you watching my page, bitch. I do not care. I do not fucking care. Learning what the fuck been said about me by a motherfucker who don't know me, by people who don't know me. And like, oh, okay, no wonder. Another reason why I can't get help. I can't ask for help. I don't feel safe to ask for help. I struggle. I go through all the pain on all levels by myself. No wonder. No wonder. So I'm going to get fucking restraining orders. That's going to be a start. Don't even worry about it. Restraining orders are free. Ex parte orders are free. And I damn sure I have enough grounds here. I have enough witnesses here. When people have tried to physically assault me or have physically assaulted me, restraining order. That's just it in the bottom line, bro. I don't give a damn what nobody say about it. You got that paperwork in your life. That's the first and least of your worries, though. One, I'm gonna make sure I keep y'all away from me for good. I'm gonna make it to where even if you speak on my name moving forward from that restraining order, look me up online and stuff, I can sue you. Don't even worry about it. I can bring up criminal charges against you. Don't worry about the suing. Don't worry about the money part. That's the least of your worries right now. That's the least of your worries right now. I ain't playing with nobody. Straight restraining orders. I'm putting them in their life. I'm putting them straight in their life. Technically, that house that I stay in over there, that's not my mom's house. She been in it the lease. She don't even live there. She lived all the way in another state. That's my cousin's house. And my cousin said I could stay there so long as I pay the bill. So let me go ahead and get that together, right? Let me go ahead and make sure that I take care of the bills. Very least, buy all our food and work my way. Shit is already packed. Put in totes, put in boxes. It's already packed. The things that they keep doing to me, my kids' ashes, my cremated children, dead children, their ashes are missing. They said that they found them, still ain't made it a priority to bring me my kids, my dead kids' ashes. They want me to snap on them. They want me to really crash out and flip out so they can say, see, I told you the girl was manic. I told you that girl was crazy. And then be like, well, you don't ever tell us what's going on. Click, bitch, blocked. And because these people know no boundaries, I'm doing a restraining order and I'm not going in this county to do it. I will do it in another county where I can be assured that y'all motherfuckers ain't connected to fucking sleeping, doing drugs with the local police officers, the court clerk, the judge, the postman that been fucking with my mail. I'm gonna make sure that it's nobody around. And don't worry about what the county is gonna be. It's gonna be a county that's in the proper jurisdiction, because I know about law. I know things about the restraining order or the ex parte has to be out in the county of the people being served. Don't worry about that. Your girl got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. You live in another state, it still can be done. I'm serving restraining orders on everybody. That means that you will also get a cease and desist order along with those restraining orders to keep my fucking name out your goddamn mouth, bitches. Because it's affecting me. And it's affecting me spiritually, mentally, physically, and all kind of other ways here. Because I've been violated sexually because of y'all fucking mouth and the shit y'all been saying about me. I've been violated sexually on purpose since I was a kid for shit y'all said about me. I am tired of my body not being my own. And then you got the nerve to slander me and call me a fucking prostitute. I can't stand to touch myself sometimes, let alone ever be a prostitute. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about it. Motherfucker got a motherfucking drug debt. You selling me to the motherfucking drug dealer as a kid. I'ma shut y'all shit the fuck down, bro. And who gonna tell me that what I experienced I'm crazy or that it's not real? Who's going to tell me that? A motherfucker can call me ruined all they want to. I do not care. I want to be left. I've been asking to be left alone. People want to play God in my life like, oh, you're not going to have no peace. We're not going to leave you alone. We're going to make you suffer. Because if we can't be in your life, and play in your face like we actually love you or care and make you suffer that way. Oh, we're going to make you suffer through your children, through interrupting and interfering in your peace, all your work, you working properly, you getting a proper job, you having the money that you need, the resources that you need, the friends, the support, the family. No, we're going to affect that in your life. So we're going to make you suffer that way since we can't, you won't allow us to. Okay. I don't agree. I do not consent, but I'm going to show y'all suffering. And we're going to do it the legal way. I don't have to get violent. I don't even have to say words to y'all. See, a part of Mercury retrograde the download that I got was with communication. Sometimes no communication is the best. I mean, yeah, I communicate on my channel, but sometimes no communication breaks the spell. No reaction. You know, one of my monk or Tibetan teachings, right, is do nothing, right? They have this knowing. This is a state of suspension, that a state of enlightenment, like the avatar state, that we all can accomplish, right? Call it cliche, call it bullshit, call it a hoax. Trust me, it has worked for me. You see, I'm still working through anger, so I don't mind showing that it's still there in me. I'm working through 30-some years, almost 40 years worth of trauma. Okay. With that being said, I make sure that the Tibetan teachings, that Buddha stuff, the chanting, you know, that has worked best for me when it comes to me keeping myself as calm as possible. Never been taught to me by anyone as well. And one of their teachings is like, how you stop the aging process, how you really get into the state of immortality, the state into, it's called zero, the zero state. You don't push, you don't pull, you do nothing sometimes, you know? And I feel that is very much so, that can be applied when it comes to communication, even when it comes to defending myself, because plenty of times I said, no, this is not what's true. People say what they've heard, or people talk to me, or people behave in a certain manner towards me to show me, okay, this is what's being said to me. It be clear what being said about you behind closed doors. It be clear who said it. With that being said, a lot of the times I would be like, no, because this is what happened. This is how I really am. That's not the truth. That didn't happen. That just made people look at me like, yeah, she really crazy, just like they said, right? That's what they've been going off of, right? Not really asking me. And so with that, it's like, say nothing to them. They do stuff, do nothing. Don't try revenge. That's not the way. So this is a Tibetan teaching. And so they said you enter into the state of I am when you do nothing. When you no longer, like I be telling y'all, when I start talking and do these downloads and stuff, there's no thoughts here. I'm telling you, there are no thoughts here. It just comes out. And that's when I get the best downloads. That's when it can flow freely through me. The divine flow, the Akashic records, the I am state. I sit here, I allow myself to be open, and I don't fight against the messages. I don't fight against the feeling, even if it's a not so good one, even if it's a low vibrational one or a negative one, even if I'm showing anger, I don't fight against it. That's also another Tibetan teaching as well. Is not fighting against it, letting it be what it is, to allow it to just express itself so I can let go. There is no longer a push or pull. There's no ebb and flow. Therefore, there is no up and down. Literally, you get to 0 point. That is a place of true serenity. So even when lately I've been finding, so even if y'all see me talking crazy, I have not felt bad. Interestingly enough, I showed you or expressed anger, but inside of me, I don't feel bad. It's not desensitized or anything like that. I just don't feel bad. And it's more so like I am noticing, I am really grasping the only thing we can control is ourselves. And I'm noticing that even with them talking about me, they're only affecting the things around me. And I really, really grasp. I'm talking about when you finally grasp, you feel the concept, you grasp it, you see it. Finally, yesterday. And I felt really good yesterday. Y'all went to the dentist, even though they pulled a tooth and stuff, and they've been filling in and drilling and cleaning and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. I still felt really good. But, I had to, express myself. And my children, my older children, they told me, no, Mom, we'll do it for you. Because we know we're old enough now, we'll do it for you. And it was then, and I was like, everything that these people are doing to me is only affecting everything around me. I'm not really I'm allowing myself to be affected by trying to push back. You understand? I really don't like when my kids are messing with y'all. If people want to call me crazy, I will definitely show that I'm crazy about my children. Okay? Try not to cry. Try not to cry. I know crying is very healthy, but I do not want to do it right now. And they've been fucking with my children, especially my 14-year-old. Oh, they've been trying to mess with him. Baby, I had to tell my auntie yesterday what my fucking 19-year-old, 17-year-old are doing right now. That is none of your goddamn business. They don't have shit to do with what we talking about. Their business is not your business. Those are children. Those are my babies. Well, they grown. Those are my babies. My 23-year-old, that is my baby. You understand? Yes, I am one of those mothers. Not very much so the best, but those are my babies. Those are the souls that God entrusted me with. It don't matter how many kids I have. People can make fun of that all day. I don't care about that. Those are the souls that God trusted me with. You understand that? I don't know about anybody else, but those are the souls that God trusted me to make sure that they get through this life safe. I already lost two. My family moved their ashes, and they have not made it a priority to give me their ashes back. See, they're just affecting things around me. Even when I expressed it the day that it happened, I got online, I did a live, I expressed to y'all the thing about the ashes. Y'all didn't see no anger in me. You didn't see me crying, going off, because I have learned through Buddha teachings. It has been the most helpful. You can believe in something else. Your walk of life can be different. It doesn't matter. Like, that's cool. That's what works for you. What works for me when it comes to being able to not control my emotions, but not let them overcome or wash over me. Allow myself to be in them, allow myself to express them, to release them, and boom, I'm just right back. And again, they only affecting what's around me. So when I'm getting away from them, and yet I just took yesterday to really, really express to people, y'all done. You are done in my life. If you ever all that, give me a hug, I love you, back off. There will be no more room for making amends, because I have already forgiven everything. I don't hold any resentment in my body, in my heart, in my mind. When I wake up, I don't think about how I grew up or what has happened to me. Now, throughout the day, it does come collective where it does creep up in my mind, and it may make me cry sometimes. Because when I want to talk about it, this is the safe space that I have to talk about it. And aside from here, I can sit on here all day, but I got to learn to be with myself with the feelings. But it's nobody really to call that I know, no one really, that I can be open and say, this is what's going on. This is how I feel. This is what's happened. So I allow myself to be in the emotion. Let it go. So with today being Mercury Day, people have not learned the lessons about how they communicate and what they say. These people don't know the consequences enough. A big part of how people affect your life, collective, is with their mouth. You said journal? Man, Reese. Man, look. I don't know where the other ones are. Bro, I got so many journals, so many books. I write, I research, you know. Oh yeah, so one thing I wanted to share. Yep, they haven't learned their lessons. Stormy Sea and the Wise God. See, because even though these people like that collective, they want to attack you, they want to make you the highlight of their attacks, Salah. You are also their guide. You're doing everything opposite of what they've done, despite what they've done, Stormy Sea, Wise God. If anything, these people should take a lesson from you. Attacking you is like, you're going to destroy the lesson maker, the information giver. So what's going to happen? You don't think that God said that the storm shall always come? But it's what we do in the storms, the wise God, or what we don't do. Allowing the storm to pass, subside, go through its motions. That's a wise man, you know? What they gonna do? Because they all shall encounter storms in their lives. What they gonna do without the wise God? Okay. So yesterday I heard Shinto. That's what I heard. So I went and looked it up. And thank you for everybody that tunes in and taps in. I greatly appreciate y'all. Consider liking, sharing, subscribing. Double tap the screen. Consider donating. Supers, Cash App, Venmo, and check the description box for all of my links to all of my personal readings, products being offered, and things that are up and coming, as I am constantly working on things to make our experiences as, what is the word that I want to use? Tolerable as possible, okay? You got to learn a level of tolerance and discipline to be in the no action type of energy, but also in, I don't know what mod meat is, but I've been picking up on New Delhi, but I know that they have certain type of like, I don't know if they're all called swamis or they're called gurus. They're called different things in different parts and stuff. But their no suspension is immortality. Is when they stop the process of aging by doing nothing. It's not like doing nothing like you think. Like these people they can hold their breath for extended periods of time. And they have defied aging in all kinds of ways by doing this. And so I don't find them to be any different. They are just different cultures, different practices, called different names and stuff. So I heard Shinto. I looked it up. I wasn't too far off. It's actually called Shinto. The practice or religion is called Shintoism. It is a polytheistic type of religion or set of practices. It is known as the way of the gods. The indigenous religion of Japan, consisting chiefly in the cultic devotion. Don't let that word cultic scare you. Okay, we got to break down, and we have to know etymology to know what a cult really is. Like a family of, it depends on how they use the energy, dark cult, light cult, or cults. Okay. Anyways, the indigenous religion of Japan, consisting chiefly in the cultic devotion to deities. They didn't say worshiping. They didn't say idolizing. They're talking about devotion to their principles, the netters, what they mean, the laws and principles that they represent, like ma'at, righteousness, truth and fairness. I would show a level of or devotion to Isis for the principle of what she represents. See the difference between worshiping and, you know what I mean, idolizing. The cultic devotions to deities of natural forces and veneration of the empire as a descendant of the sun goddess. Ashe to the sun goddess. Key Shinto terms. Kanagara. Kanagara. Kannagara. The idea of living in harmony with Kami, Kami, and essentially flowing with the natural order of the universe. This is called the no zone, the zero zone, the neutral zone, doing nothing, put no push and pull, no ebb and flow. This is what that is. This is natural order of the universe, allowing things to just be. And I mean, taking them as they come, one day at a time. Kami, Kami. Are omnipresent sacred spirits of places, natural phenomena, as ancestors and historical figures. Principles. Kami would be the same thing as netters, Egyptian netters. Musubi, Musubi, or Misubi, okay? Represents the power of creation, and it plays a role in understanding of how life and the universe are interconnected. And again, polytheistic religion or practices, okay? That means it is more than polytheistic belief in more than one thing, but they are all interconnected. You hear it, and nothing is saying right or wrong, better, worse. It just is. That's the 0 point. That's the neutral polarity. It just is. That's the state I enter into whenever I'm about to do a reading. Sometimes, not always, you know. Kigare, Kegare, is a fundamental concept in Shintoism that addresses the idea of impurity, a natural state of impurity that can affect people, objects, and spaces, disrupting the harmony in the world. Makoto no Kokoro, heart of truth. Now, we've been talking about the heart of truth. It was the same thing in Kiyomi or Kayome, the sense of purity, okay? With the heart of truth, that was just like, the immortal actinic cells. We talked about this and what they represent, or the telomeres that they feed, basically, of the DNA. They cannot die. They are immortal, which means that they live based on truth and love. The 104 actinic cells, or actinic cells, you can say it either way, found behind the thymus gland. And again, they live based on truth and love. This is what makes them immortal. The cells that are found in us. Makoto no Kokoro, heart of truth. That's the same thing. Extraterrestrial in nature, Shintoism, polytheistic. So we got karmics, sea of the stormy sea, the wise guide, and the shadow figure. You were meant to guide people through these trying times that would befall all of us. And yet, they wanted to keep you in your shadow. They wanted you to live in the shadow of the enchanted castle of a tower. All their fuck ups and their shortcomings. They wanted you to not be known the map with no names. They wanted you to not be known. They wanted you to not be seen. They wanted you to only be seen if should you ever be seen, aside from the shadowy parts. It's like Harry Potter under the cupboard, in the cupboard, or underneath the floor of the stairwell, you know? And they wanted, if you ever should be seen, people would not know your name. They would only know you by your towers, which were more so their towers that they inflicted upon you. It sucks. I cannot make it up. The tower is right back there. The enchanted castle, the no name, and the tower is right behind no name. They wanted you to not be known by your name or as a wise guide or what you came to teach people or what you overcame. They only wanted you to be known by your towers. Towers that they did spell work on you about. They locked you away or put you in a place of forced isolation, not being seen or known by the world so they could subject you to their enchantments, lies, slander. They felt like you were going to remain a shadow. Nobody would ever see you. And if they ever did, they've already been out here telling people how you're a problem, a tower, a plague. You are the storm. This is what they tell people. And you very well could be the storm and the wise guide, because that's also a part or a practice about Tibetan teachings, embodying both. If you must do an action, we should embody both. That's why I tell y'all I'm light and dark. But in doing so, they work with each other and not against each other. But they wanted you to be known as the sea only, not the wise guide. They wanted you to be known by not a name, but by your shortcomings, your imperfections, your impurities, as I said. Shintoism, your impurities, your towers. And this is how they wanted people to see you. But you have a guardian that has been guiding you, the broken healer. And it's been about high time. It's time, divine timing. The ticking clock. You're about to get an answer. Something that you've been looking for, something that you wanted. And it's catered specifically to you with the glass slipper. These people kind of really suck, you know? And even then, even learning, I'm at a point right now, y'all, where even learning what these people have said, what they have done, I don't care. I simply don't care. I really, it's time. I'm ready for my own place. I've been waiting on a thing or two, patiently, might I add, and that is not my strong suit. Patience is not my strong suit, okay? I just want to get away from them. I just want a restraining order. I don't need them to celebrate me. I'm okay without that. I don't need them to even anything, but to keep on infringing on my territory by talking about me, it affects me. It has affected me really bad. Where I needed the room, I really needed the room, bro, to heal. I don't want to be like them, and I don't want to be negative to this world. I just simply don't want to be like them. I don't care how accomplished they call themselves or what they have. They are terrible people. They are terrible. They are terrible people. And even then, it's just like, hey, I do nothing. Let them be that. Divine, what do you want to say about this particular energy? Y'all know I know better. We may do chakras, but astral cards. I'm going to pull one of these, possibly another. And I don't want to take too long because it's not too late, though. Walk to the store. Left ear, ringing, not a high pitch, but a very subtle, sharp pitch. Low alert, but a message is there. A knowing is there. Venus energy, love and beauty, Mars, drive and power. opposition. Of course, that's going to come out. Of course, if you look good when you're doing what you do, collective move, and that's just simply just moving forward and overcoming. Continuing to allow yourself to be guided and be a guide to others who may need it, you know? Of course, there's going to be opposition and tension. It's like, do people really think that God put them on here as their life purpose is to be your adversary? Career and success. Gemini, the communicative. It's interesting that Gemini is the communicative here. No. I see, okay, career and success. I did see Gemini. It was Gemini, the communicator, child, and they go to moon. I don't know where it went. Y'all think this is what happens. Y'all be thinking I'll be like, hopefully y'all don't think, I don't feel like y'all think I'm all tripping. All of y'all don't feel like that. But, you know, this is what happened when you're not thinking and these cards just move. And be like, hey, I know I just seen it. Well, it'll come back around. They meant for it to come out. It'll come back around. Give me the Enchanted Castle. What? Don't yell. So the Enchanted Castle says, are you in a place of comfort or stagnation? What keeps you here? And what might help you move forward? You know what came out for that? The moon energy, feelings, and subconscious. Are you in a place of comfort or stagnation? What keeps you here? Feelings and subconscious. The shadow figure. The shadow figure says, what part of yourself do you reject or fear? How might embracing this side of you lead to healing? Shadow figure. Let me show y'all. The 11th house, community and technology. These are these social platforms. What part of yourself do you reject or fear? Community. It doesn't say 4th house. It's 11th house, but community. You reject community or you feel rejected by community. You may fear them. They may fear you. The stormy sea next? Okay. The stormy sea. Emotions feel overwhelming right now. How can you steady yourself amidst the waves? Look on the bottom. 5th house, joy and play. Do you want me to take that out? It's a lot going on. 2nd house, resources and values. Now you see why they attack you in your emotional states and your vulnerable states. Stuff like this. Resources and value. That's when you're in your most vulnerable state. If you look at it in a more higher aspect, right? Your more vulnerable state, it makes you more open. It also makes you more resourceful, which means you can receive very valuable resources, downloads, and information, and even healing and light codes from the divine, from the ethers and stuff. You're very open to receive when you are the most vulnerable. When you are the most emotional is when we are the most sensitive but vulnerable at the same time. But this makes us also the most valuable, especially when you honor the vulnerabilities and sensitivities about yourself. Twelfth house, spirituality and art. So creativity, resources, creative. And the 9th house, learning and faith. And see how this person, their chakras are centered, aligned, and they are doing nothing. They are in the neutral state, zero gravity energy, and everything around them is constantly changing, constantly moving, and they are not. They are suspended. We do this a lot when we sleep, whether we know this or not. We are in this state right here that I talked about, that state of suspension, that state of immortality, that state of, we are in that state typically, a lot of us, all the time, most of the time, when we sleep. Confirmation. When we sleep. My key was just learning how to do it while I was awake, and I found it a lot. Like a lot. The Guardian. Who or what makes you feel safe? How can you create more of that feeling for yourself? And you know, the posture or state of rest is a state of receiving as well. The Guardian. I don't want to come out. Shadow and mysticism. That's what makes you feel safe. It's interesting that the very thing that it's interesting. Remember, they tried to hide you in a shadow, but that you made that your safe space. See, what these people meant, what people mean, not these people, I'm going to say this. What people mean to be the greatest way that they can defeat you, it ends up becoming your friend, your safe space, your healing, your power, your ability, you know? Because mind you, we seen a shadow, right? And these people try to shadow you, shadow ban you, keep you hidden in the shadows, right? The shadow and the mysticism of who you are, the shadow became your safe space. The very thing, the very place where they tried to hide you became your safe space. They don't know anything about the shadow. They haven't learned any lessons from you, wise guy. In the shadows, you healed and broke your broken heart. In the shadows, you found a safe space. That was the wind, y'all. Is slamming the screen door. That's just confirmation. Child, of birds be talking to me early in the morning and everything. But in your shadow, you made places that are safe. Not only that, the reason why they're safe is because they're unknown to these people. They can't come in your house or in your shadowy parts and know. They can feel around all they want to. They don't know how to maneuver where things are 2 steps up, 7 steps to the left, so you don't bump into stuff. They don't know exactly which corners are your safe spaces, and they don't know in those shadows which parts are booby traps either. They put you in there and you made it your safe space and you became friends with your shadow. Your shadow guards you now. This is why I tell you, I'm light and dark. My shadow works with my light. They wanted to make me like I was a shadow figure, like I was a tower, but I would have no name. People would only know me by my shortcomings, by my flaws, by my, you know what I mean, by what it is I didn't have. That's fine. I'm going to make that, all those things, my safe space. And in those safe spaces, in the shadow, I'm building, and you don't know what you have no idea. It's dark over here, remember? I know. You don't know. Right? And then they be like, you know, collective is way too quiet over there in the shadows. We need to go see what they're doing. And they trip and they bump and they fall into pits and traps and snares. They feel around in the dark. They get their hands hurt, cut, wounded, battered, tattered clothing. They get dirty. They get fearful because they don't know exactly where you are in the dark. They just know they locked you in the dark castle and or tower. And they try to call out for you. You in your safe space. You know, you're not answering them. Why would you let them in there? And then when you finally pop out, everything that you've built in those shadows, from the pieces of the crumbled tower that they made you live, that they forced on you, right? When you pop out with a creation, something all new, you guide people. You know how to guide people. What they gonna say then? Like, how are they gonna? It's like, can you not? Because we all knew that really dark times were ahead of us and that they were coming before divine took final rule. We know these times were coming. We know Armageddon or apocalyptic type of events would take place that will put us possibly in a physical darkness or spiritual darkness. We knew these times were coming. This is what we learned in the dark. One of our main things that we learned in the dark. That's why we became friends with it. And allowed it to guide us, or allowed our light to shine enough in the dark. We know these times will come. We know exactly what to do in the darkest of times and ages. We're going into that, and it must happen in order for a new day, a new dawn, a new day. Okay? And we know exactly what to do in the dark. They don't. Remember? They wanted to be seen in the Six of Wands. And I promise you that's what's right here. They wanted to be in the Six of Wands, but you was busy tempering yourself. They wanted to be seen in the spotlight while they hid you in a shadow with no name, with a broken heart, during the stormy sea. And if people would ever see you, you would be known by your towers. That's all. That made you a wise guide. Spirit is saying this is what wise guides are made out of. Because the broken healer is right here. That heart, no matter how fractured, is still whole. And see, where you would have compassion for others who've been through what you've been through, you would guide them so they could become a guide. The people that did this to you, it's like what you have the right to deny them access on how to make it through the dark. It's like you didn't learn all that when you was out there, Six of Wands energy, getting victories, being seen by everybody, holding a name, a title that you know you and I know you don't deserve. But did you see me come out of my shadow and say, no, they don't deserve that? No, collective. We just let them be in their Six of Wands energy while we tempered ourselves. Okay. And we move forward. Strength, courage, perseverance. We can do this in the dark now. We can do this with our eyes closed now, without even thinking, without even trying. It is a nature, a built-in mechanism of ours now. It don't matter how dark the times get. We know what to do with it. We know what to do with it. Look how we come out. Look how you come out, collective. And this is about all the past trauma, the deception in the past, the malicious intents to hurt you, to subject you to things that that you should have never been as a kid or as innocents. See, we would think, yeah, so they can steal a 10 of Pentacles from you. So they can steal 7 of Swords, a 10 of Pentacles from you. But now, there's an Emperor here that's heartbroken. They're going through the emotional pain and trauma because they realize 7 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. They threw you under the bus to get some type of investment or to get invested into by somebody about a title, about some ranking, about a job, about an organization. They threw you under the bus to get these people to invest in them. There you go, hangman. Suspended in air. Suspension. But you learn neutrality. You learn zero gravity. You learn 0 point energy. Tesla built his design off of that. Free energy. That's what it's called. That's when you allow the energy of the earth and the atmosphere and the planets to just flow freely. It's called free energy. You learn free energy in the dark, might I add. With your eyes closed, look at you. They suspended you straight in the air, hung you straight, did this to you, and you still sitting up there, Queen of Wands energy. They really thought That what they left you with in the darkness is like, with this Page of Pentacles, it's like leaving you in the dark. No, with not a flashlight. It's like one of those glow sticks when you have to hit or crack in order for them to glow. They don't last that long. They thought that you would be in the Four of Cups after that. Child, you came out whole Ace of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Now the dark times are upon these people. There's a King of Cups of significance with a choice, Two of Wands, to heal or not, okay? Or to be bound, to a Five of Swords, okay? Just take that here. Now we know dark times are coming. They're here. They're coming. They're steady approaching us on a daily basis. Who you think gonna suffer? Not you. You know what to do. What they gonna do? They gonna need God, and this is how God makes your footstools. The very people that did this to you, that put you in the dark, they need help through the darkness now, because they done suffered a little bit. Page of Pentacles. They done went through a little bit of the darkness, and they don't know what the hell to do. You know everything to do. What they gonna say to you? What they gonna do? Lock you in the tower again? In the enchanted castle? Make your name not known? They don't change the fact that you will still be a god. They're gonna keep people from seeing you, keep you in the shadows again. You're still gonna be a god. It really doesn't quite matter. And they still won't have help through the darkness. Thank you, Reese. Thank you very much. Look up. Got me a new mod. Now, if you don't want to be mod, let me know. Definitely made you a mod. So, and that's for when my other moderator is not present. I didn't see him on here yet. So, cool. So, the broken healer. What past wounds? Now, we did see Six of Cups, right? What past wounds have given you wisdom? Talk about it. Okay, that's enough. But what past wounds have given you wisdom? How can you use them to help yourself or others? We see how you do. Come on now. These people have the slightest, they don't have the slightest clue, collective. You do though. Everything that they meant for your trauma, your brokenness, your hurt, your emotions, your pain, your trauma, your shadow, the darkness here. Wise guy. Give me a planet or astrological sign or house for. Don't y'all think it's too many? You know, I ain't gonna. Child, we got 2. Virgo, the alchemist, and change and new beginnings. It taught you how to alchemize energy. You can teach other people how to alchemize energy, to change their circumstances and have new beginnings. We did see Ace of Wands in here. We seen them in the what? 5 of Swords, Ace of Wands, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, that 4 of Cups. Oh, it was the Queen of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Wands. That's what you came out as. Virgo, the alchemist. That's alchemizing all that darkness, all that trauma, all that hurt, everything. And it made you a wise guy. Who would have thunk it? Not the people that need you now. What they think that if they subject you to even more darkness, that you're not gonna make it through that, that's gonna make, child, yeah, they fuck around, you come out that whole ascended master up in this bitch. You know what I mean? They fuck around, if they try to subject you to that, this is what they are doing to me, bro, right now. It's like the more that y'all keep on trying to mess up my circumstances, you're not messing with me. I learned how to temper myself in these energies with what's going on. You know? You fuck around and make me a ascended master out of this bitch. Go ahead. I'm eating this dark right now. And I'm just transmuting it into light. I'm not destroying the dark or no nothing. I'm not fighting against it. Darkness comes to me. I play with it, become its friend. I transmute it. Whatever needs to stay dark, it's there. It needs to stay dark for a reason. whatever I'm allowed to transmute into light, and that it just is what it is. But now I got more darkness working with me. So that's also what happens with me when people send these demons and these entities. Child, I'm not scared of them. I am not scared of no demon. I done seen big ass, bro. Y'all would not. I was on camera last week and I was at the other house and it was nighttime, pretty late. And it was a figure it was a shadow cloak figure about 12 foot tall, big, because the ceilings are high there and here. And I was just like, what the hell? And y'all see, whether y'all see me on camera or not, bro, real life, this stuff really be happening. The day before I had the last incident, this recent incident, I was standing in the room and I'm looking down the long hallway and a 9 foot tall cloak shadow being walked from out of the wall across the hall and into the next wall. I'm like, what the hell? And it just startled me, but scared. Child, you think I didn't sleep and take no nap after that? I don't give a damn about none of that. Because now I know that these entities that these people send, that they work with, these people are operating out of fear of the darkness. Oh, I play in the dark now. They be like, hey, how you doing? Like, oh, they sent you over here? Bro, somebody sent me Khalid. Somebody sent me to Khalid. And she might have like tore my ass up, you know? But Khalid has two purposes. She's good and evil, or positive, negative, depending on what she sent for. Somebody sent her towards me for ego. I don't have ego. I don't have any ego. If you are an egotistical person, Khalid will destroy you. If somebody conjures her up and sends her to you, and she showed up to me all blue, I mean, she was, you know, no disrespect, Khalid, I say. Really, she would love and whatever else you are. Back to your respective places, I say. She showed up to me terrifying. 3 times. She left. I said, leave. She came right back, bro. Kid you not. I said, leave. She left. She came right back, panting, tongue all out. And her colors were very vibrant. And I'm like, tell whoever sent you. I was like, look, I don't want no problems. Tell whoever sent you, like, stop the cap. I didn't say it like that. You know, there are certain exchanges of communication or verbiage that you should use with, and it differs based off of the deities, gods or goddesses, or spirit guides and ancestors that you work with. They all like to be talked to a different way, just like they all have different meanings and things that they stand for and things that they do. So long and short, I'm just like, man, Khalid, like, we already know better. Whoever it's her, they shouldn't have done that. But she my friend, okay? That's how I work. Disease and demons towards me, they're my friends now. And all I simply ask them is protect my safe spaces in the shadowy parts from whoever sent you. You know who they truly are, what they are really doing. Allow yourself to work with me on my behalf under divine and righteous observation, authority, okay? And guidance. I don't do all that good shit and all that evil shit. And just like protect my shadow. That's what I tell them. Protect my shadow. So when people come towards me and then they end up getting fucked up and they be like, I thought this shit was doing witchcraft. Nah, it's just shit in my shadows that I learned that I can use these energies on my behalf, where they probably have destroyed my life and all these other things before. If I don't destroy them, and some of them are ancestors. Some of the spirit guides are dark as well. So I use them, bro, to protect my surroundings. And then when people get fucked up, they be thinking that I be doing stuff to them. And it's like, no. Have you ever heard of anybody having guard dogs outside of their home? You locked me in an enchanted castle and made me bear the weight of all your towers. You made me no name. I have dogs now. Like what? You didn't expect for the dog to bite you in the ass? That don't mean I told them to. I simply told them, gave them. But that don't mean I told them to. That means I simply gave them instructions, protect my parameters, you know? The wise God. Who is a guiding presence in your life? What advice would they give you right now? Ra, we see an eye right there. Star, north node. The sun, your north node. You are your wise God. Your higher self, the one that just tells you do this and you just do it. You just let it guide you. That's your wisest God. It activated. It came awakened in the shadows collective. Look at third house, communication and interaction. The visionary Aquarius, intention and opposites. Give me the wise God. The mystic. It's like your wise God is a mystery to other people. They don't realize it's just your higher self. Because these people, it's a mystery to them because they don't know how you were guided through the shadow, the storms, the no name, the towers, the enchanted castle, the stormy sea, and the broken heart and the trauma. They don't know how you did it. It's a mystery to them. But you know, all these people know is that they seen you come out of the darkness as a wise God. Wise God can even be considered ascended master, a mastery of self. The map with no names. I look like, leave me down there. What part of your life feels uncertain or uncharted? How can you navigate without needing all the answers? Wise God. I'm telling you, that's that energy, like, you won't know until you just get there and you be like, oh, and you stop being like, I don't know what to do. You stop, and it's just like, higher self, guides, guide me. And you find yourself doing stuff. And it's like, what am I doing? Oh, okay, that's why I'm doing that. I randomly hear words and pick up my phone and start researching random stuff, bro. And it never fails me when I research that stuff that it has to do with something that I taught or that I researched or that I wrote down before, something that I shared with y'all before, something that's helpful for me at that specific time. I will just bust out of nowhere. I'll be sitting on the bed, possibly watching TV or just laying there. And I'll just bust out and start, Om Namo Nama, out of nowhere. Just cross my legs and just start doing, bro. I'm real action based, bro. Like I don't really think a lot about things, and for some people that can be really impulsive and reckless here. But for me, it's not reckless. I do it in So I'm finna walk to the store. You want me to walk over there and get your packages or put them in the house?
Go get them. It's a lot though. It's a lot.
Okay. That's all football stuff?
Yeah. I got, I got play QB and defense and kicker.
You got any, is your backpack empty? Empty it so I can carry it. I'll walk over there and go get your packages. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just find myself doing random stuff, or I'll think, or I'll start. It'll be anything random, but it's nothing. I'm in the privacy of a space. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm away from people. And I'm not reckless with it, I don't just start talking crazy. I don't just, I just be in the action. It always fits for that particular moment, what's going on at that time, and it helps, it really does. So we have the map with no names again, because I done forgot already what I read. This is how I be. It'd be like, girl, you seem like you have amnesia. No. The map with no names. What part of your life feels uncertain or uncharted? How can you navigate without needing all the answers? Gemini, the communicator. I knew it was going to come back out. Mercury energy, Wednesday. Mercury retrograde, Mercury direct, communication. It says, how can you navigate without needing all the answers? Communicate. Either where it is that you want to go, and then allow yourself to be guided. That's what I do all the time. Thank you. Who is that? Y'all know I can't see. Thank you, Reese. Yeah. In a little bit. You want like some, what you want from the store? I can't carry no slushy back home. It'll be nothing but juice, but sugary juice. So you pick something else like, I don't know, like chips. And we got 7th house, love and partnership, the Tower. They wanted to lock you away. They didn't want you to ever have love. They didn't want you to ever have partnerships. And this is what I'm saying. Like, it's too, the collective energy is too synchronistic to what what I am physically or what I am experiencing in real time. That's why I tell y'all these readings that I do say past, present, and future, but they are usually real time or future, you know? And I like literally I can relate to each and every last of y'all energies, y'all readings, what you're going through. Everything that I just touched on prior to pulling the cards, literally, it's all right here in the cards. It doesn't mean that this is my reading. This just means this is the overall collective energy. This is the dominant energy. I only pull on the most dominant energy in the collective field. You know? With that being said, the Tower. Are you isolating yourself or feeling trapped? What is keeping you in this high place? And how might you climb down? The 7th house, love and partnership. Now, I don't know what that means because you can interpret that as whatever you want. It could be the love and partnerships of the people that trapped you in the Tower, or it could be the love and partnerships, and it could be both. It could be the love and partnership that allows you to get out of the Tower and climb down. It could be both. The very thing that put you in the Tower or that made towers in your life is going to be the very thing that allows you to escape the Tower. You're a wise guy. You learn how to transmute. You learn how to heal. Okay. Temperance energy. It's no energy that you can't transmute and then heal the rest. You know. You can't have no soda. You can have a juice. It's not like that's any better. Okay. And I'm going to just pull one card, hopefully, for each one, each sign, just for clarity before we end it. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in, liking, sharing, subscribing. All that good stuff, the donations, the supers, and I ask that y'all continue to do so. Also, if you just tuned in and tapped many external links for my website, my services that I offer outside of the collective readings as well. And again, all donation tabs and all donation links as well. No price will be turned down if it is fair enough. I definitely do personal readings and offer services that will fit your budget, so don't be afraid to ask. Also, my email is in the description box as well. So we have the Moon energy, feelings and subconscious, and 8 of Pentacles. You've been working through this, working on it, working through it. Now it's working for you, okay? We have the 7th house, community and technology, Ace of Cups. Your energy is too big. Like these people didn't, child, Pluto, shadow and mysticism, and you standing firm in it. See, the shadow, you made a safe space in the shadow. With the guardian, remember? It was like, what is your safe space? You made it in the shadow, in mysticism, and you become comfortable in there. And you got like a whole fort up in that bitch. Like, man, what people gonna do with it? Resources and values with the stormy sea. That's the first one. I feel like with this stormy sea, there was 3 parts to a lot of things you went through. We have the 8 of Cups in the reverse here. The Empress. We got 2 that came out. Resources and values, child. The Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. You build generational curses when it comes to even like motherhood, parenthood, whatever the case may be. We got spirituality and art. There's a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the King of Pentacles in the reverse? The Moon. Because this is the person that subjected you to a lot of these. The Moon energy, it talks about the enchanted castle. Moon is sitting over here, feelings and subconscious. It has to do with this King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the person that subjected you to this stuff. They did it like they could have did spiritual attacks on you, or they did it like it was an art form here. Somebody thought that they had perfected it. 9th house, learning and faith. Justice, Libra energy, balance, karmic justice. You learn from all this. And you either reclaimed your faith or you found faith. And we have Virgo, the alchemist, and Uranus, change and new beginnings. Oh, okay. The high, hey, okay. Oh, I'm talking about talk to them. These cards are like confirm your girl and the messages. I mean, confirm your messages. You know how they work. Like, for one, the broken healer, the alchemist, change and new beginnings. Hierophant. Guess what's next? The magician. That's the alchemist. The change, new beginnings. The mystic, Scorpio energy. Scorpio with the wise guide. People find you, the fact that you're wise, they find it mysterious. Is like, how? Shit, the Knight of Swords. See how I fell out? The Knight of Swords just like this how. You fought the good fight in that darkness. Hey. You fought the good fight in the darkness. Hermit energy. 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 6 with the death and rebirth. That's a confirmation here. You had a death and rebirth in the very shadow, in the very thing that they used against you. It now works for you. You could even call this acclamation. You even combine yourself with the darkness here. The towers, the no name, literally. It's like it's like you're a transformer or something. But meets Terminator. You know the liquid dude off of Terminator? It's something like that. It's like you merged with the dark and the towers. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, so 22. We had 66 and then 22. But that death is signifying you even merging with shadow and death for an ultimate rebirth. That means that shadow and death with this, the magician, the Hierophant, the cycle, it can no longer, it now defines you as opposed to defies you. Does that make sense? It defines you. And now that you've merged with these things, they can no longer be used to hurt, harm, isolate, ostracize. It can no longer be used against you. You have merged with the darkness and with death. And it has many, many rewards with the Two of Pentacles and Two of Cups here, the Fool and the Seven of Pentacles, because you have merged with all these things, the towers, the no name, the shadow, the everything. You've merged, you blended these things together. Because the Two of Cups can be talking about mixing of two things. This could be energy and matter. This could be light and dark as well. And I wouldn't doubt that it's light and dark because the Hierophant, the magician, the world. And with the magician in the world, how I'm seeing it is I'm talking about the element, the states around you. Elemental states around you, because darkness is an element as well. If you look up shadow elements and then you combine all of those, you make ether, Hierophant energy. We did see Empress energy, Hierophant energy, you know? So the communicator. Child, did you give me a chance to ask? When did it flip around? Like what? Flip it, rub it, smack it. You know, the communicator. Now, you speaking a wise God, and you could be simply telling people about this. That's your strength, how you did it. The person with no name. Now you're known for what you speak on your experience with the dark, with the towers. They may have made it to where people only know you by your towers, but people only know you by your towers as the wise guy that came out of these towers and out of that darkness. You a tower, you a dark tower now, and you a light. It's like a black lighthouse is what they showing me. They may not know your name, but they know you by the strength and your communication. That's for sure. They know you went through the towers. But they see you here, all wise and stuff, and you communicating your wisdom and stuff like that. And it's like, true transmutation. There's love and partnership, King of Swords in the reverse. Why is the King of Swords in the... Because of the fucking tower, bro. Because of the tower. A King of Swords is in the reverse because you are the tower. Didn't I say a black tower with white light? That's a black tower with white light. I said like a lighthouse though. Child. And now they under judgment. And there's also something here about the fact that you be in this suspended area, this like neutrality, because you know light and you know dark. They work together and you just chill in between them two. Comfortable with them both. You have to do nothing. You don't really have to take too much action. You don't have to react. You don't have to seek revenge. You don't have to do anything, right? Somebody knows this. It's just kind of like when you're suspended, the fact if these people even try to call judgment on you, judgment, it only affects those in a particular state, not nobody that's just sitting there. You get what I'm saying? If you're in the house working on yourself, working on your light, working on your dark, and you just in the house not bothering people, how somebody gonna call judgment and you ain't did nothing? You get what I'm saying? But the fact that they called out judgment, it gotta go somewhere. Is that energy is gonna go closest to the person that deserves judgment. A King of Swords in the reverse sounds like a logical suspect. A liar at that called judgment on you when you're literally doing nothing. You're literally doing nothing but gaining enlightenment. You're sitting there doing nothing. That judgment that's been called, you done manifested that energy up. It got to go somewhere. It's going to go to the King of Swords in the reverse. That motherfucker in the tower. Whoever this is, they're in the tower. And Queen of Wands, you got Two of Cups. You don't have to be feminine. You don't have to be a fire sign. This is just the power that you stand in. You got Two of Cups. You have Seven of Pentacles. You have Nine of Pentacles. So we got another double. 9, 9. We have 6, 6, 2, 2. And now we have 9. Y'all want to look up those numbers. They may be helpful to any of y'all. Y'all may have seen those numbers. But 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, oh, 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and it's coming in fast. Your victory, everything. See, somebody done swap places with you. But if this person is lying or they the one that subjected this to you in your life, right? You made peace with these things. Boom. You chilling. You doing nothing. You know they still lying. You know they're still doing whatever it is so they can try and put you back in the tower. But you are the tower now. You are the shadow. You are the darkness now. Hell, you can even be considered the judgment as well. And even if you aren't these things don't affect you because you've learned to just allow them to be. Allow yourself to be and allow them to be. You learn this. With that being said, whoever this King of Swords is, the roles have flipped. The energy that they are trying to subject you to again, you've already merged with it. It's like telling you to do black magic on yourself. Do that make sense? Stupidest shit I ever heard. It's like telling judgment to call judgment on itself. It's like telling a tower to call a tower on itself. You see what I'm saying? Wherever you are, that's like the equivalent. And the fact that you are the tower, you are the hangman, you are the judgment, you are the hermit, you are all these other things, right? Light and dark. Everything that light and dark is, you are these things now. And you know, because of this, you don't have to do anything. That energy that this person conjured up against you, it has to go somewhere. It's going back to this fucking King of Swords in the reverse that's in the 7 of Swords, okay? While you get to move forward with a Knight of Cups. So the love and partnership is going to be the last thing that is given to you, but it's like Spirit has been saving that for you. They've been waiting to get this King of Swords right on out the way. Because like I said, this person done swapped energies. They done swapped places with you. They kept trying to put you in the place that they built. The moment you became friends with that, I cannot make it up, 5 of Cups. Because there you go, Temperance. Because you tempered both sides. And heal. Why that cut off? Like, why my microphone cut off? That's weird. Okay. Let me see. I'm taking it out. Let me know if y'all can hear me. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. So now this person has to sit there with this energy. But I said in the beginning, I had pulled out Aquarius and Temperance wasn't right there, but I said you Aquarius and you Temperance, right? Your star, your Temperance. It came out together. And this person is in the 5 of Cups. Because no matter what, 6 of Wands, like you earned this. And all that energy that they were in, this is towers, this is darkness, this is cheating, this is death, this is manipulation, this is looking over your shoulders, this is not knowing how to guide yourself through. And they know you know. They know how you know how to do it because you're a wise guy now. You still here. You still made it out. If y'all see me doing that, that's because it's time for me to change that. Yeah. And they know not only this, you made a career out of this. You made a career field. You're passionate about this now. You're passionate about helping people through this energy. This person was also passionately deceptive as well to keep doing this to you. Because they wanted to see the energy, the word that they're giving me is tumbled. Somewhat like a hamster wheel. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords. But Divine saw it that you had a greater destiny, a greater path, a greater outcome. Let's say that. And it's because you maintain your innocence through a death and rebirth. That's the messages. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. Thank y'all for listening to my venting session. Thank y'all for being respectful on the channel of yourself, others in the on the channel, as well as myself. Very much so my safe space. So I This channel is my baby. I do have others, other creative endeavors. They are all my babies. But I particularly like this, not particularly attached to it because the art of detachment. Collective, I'm going to release your energies back to their respective places with love and light. Also, Mercury Wednesday is the day of citrine. If you have any citrine jewelry, you can wear it because I'm learning how we can embody these astrological days, not the Gregorian calendar days, okay? I will also be coming back and calling them by their planetary names, giving you crystals, herbs that are good to use on those days, as well as any gods and goddesses for those of you that are interested. And that's just a part of, how we're going to keep this process going, keep learning as we do these readings and stuff. So yeah, I release your energies back to their respective places with love and light, as well as protection for those of you whose heart is in the upright. Thank y'all for donating to the channel. I ask that y'all continue to do so and consider donating. Consider getting a personal reading. I am open. Schedule is open. Y'all got 3 weeks time, okay? 3 weeks to get these personal readings in before my schedule start getting, and even then, your girl may find a way to get it done, but nonetheless, 3 weeks, please take advantage. Consider taking advantage of the personal readings and any other products and services that I offer while we have this time, okay? I'm gonna call my magic, my energy's essence back to me, my vitality, my purity, my gifts, my light, as well as my dark, as well as my healing, as well as my mental stability, and my stability of all chakra systems, bringing them back to a state of centeredness, disconnecting from any and all energies, frequencies, and vibrations that I have tapped into or that has tapped into my energetic field. Disconnecting those cords indefinitely, healing and sealing all in my aura field and subtle body at this time, including my light bodies, all the light, air, all variations, and everything in between. Then I'm going to reinstate my safety, my protection, my sovereignty, my power and authority over my own energetic field, and that includes my physical vessel as well as my spiritual vessels. Ashe? Ashe. Any and all other energies, ancestors, spirit guides, all those energies of my highest good that have remained in this energy that have helped me with this read, I release you back to your respective places with love and light, and for some of you, love and dark. And disconnect and close all doors, portals, and windows to and from your energetic fields as well, so that we can become a singular energy at this time. And until next time, thank y'all for all the energies that have helped me with this read and every other reading. I greatly appreciate it. I thank you for the trials and tribulations. Thank you to the Most High God Source. Thank you to Mother Divine as well. Thank you to the Divine and Supreme Council, as well as those of my highest good in the Galactic Council. Ashe. Ashe. And until next time, collective, I love y'all, and be sure to check in later. Peace and Godspeed.